I do want to ask you, though, about the dating situation, about paying. I find it extraordinary to hear that a guy would say at the end of after going into a cinema or after dinner. So, Holly, what's your take on that?
Like, okay, the worst thing was I went to the cinema with this guy, and this was like, we had student cards, so the tickets were only €6. And the girl was like, do you want to pay separate or together? And I was like, obviously, like, together. And he was like, separate. Oh. And I was just kind of, I was trying to look casual, but my face was probably like, really? Like, so that was a bit... But I think at the first date, it's nice for the guy. Like, obviously, you're going to offer, let's split the bill, but you kind of assume he's going to say, I'll get this. Because I think it's like a macho thing, they like to pay. But then, obviously, you're not going to expect them to pay all the time. If they want to pay all the time, that's fine with me. But I think, you know, it's nice if they just pay.
What about you, Geraldine?
I think on a first date, it depends who asks who out. So, for example, if he asks you out, then, yeah, I think a girl would expect that he'd pay. But if you ask him out, well, then you're putting him out. He probably had plans to watch a football match or something on that night, and you're asking him out. So I think you have to be willing to cough up.
What about tight-fisted men? How awful are they?
No, I
wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. Like, I don't expect a man to carry me. I work myself.
No, but you know what I mean?
Like
He's looking after every penny.
Yeah, no, it's a big turn-off.
Henry, how are you on that front?
Well, I'm from Scotland originally. I moved over here 22 years ago, and the Scottish jokes, you know, they're still there.
Yes.
And I've done some terrible things with girls when it comes to paying for meals.
Oh, thank goodness you're
I once brought a girl to TGI Fridays, which is a restaurant establishment, and anyway, we'll leave it at that. And I took her to TGI's, and we sat down, and then I produced a voucher, a free voucher.
Oh.
You know, and then an actual coupon, and then I asked her to pay the tip. I know, and I've learned the hard way. I've done some terrible things when it comes to money, when it comes to girls. I even put a few coins in an envelope and some notes and gave it as a present.
As a gift. Yeah. That explains why you've been single for a long time. And Geraldine, when a man buys a woman a drink, what's the quid pro quo? What's the deal there?
Oh, see, this is a tricky one. Like, I would always be very apprehensive about a guy offering me a drink in a nightclub, because I think if you accept it, then you're almost like, it's an unwritten contract that you have to stand and talk to him for the length of time it takes to drink the drink.
Yeah.
And
then just get a shot.
I just can't say. It depends on what they want.
I feel a little bit like, if I totally wasn't interested in a guy, I would not accept a drink off him, because it's giving him false hope. If I thought maybe I want to talk to him a little bit longer, I'd accept a drink off him. But if halfway through the drink he was a bit of a knob, like, you have to kind of suffer for the rest of the drink, you know. And then if you stay there and you drink the whole drink, you're thinking to yourself, does he think I'm going to have sex with him now because I let him buy me a drink? Like, all these kind of things go in your head.
Your nerves must be gone when someone buys you a drink.
Yeah, like... I'm so klutzy that you hand me the drink and I let it spill down my dress, and I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I think that's the etiquette.
Sorry, Henry, you wanted to say something.
Well, I mean, you've got to take... There's a recession on. Take the drink. I would buy drinks for girls. I've changed my tune. I would buy drinks, you know, all night long. I wouldn't expect them to stay with me.
What are you doing after?
Yeah.